Atlanta. Your boy Gotti is home. Yeah, I got a new bed, by the way. I ain't slept in it for 5 nights because I've been gone. Let me tell you how what is it called? How unpack I've gotten. A bag from April is still sitting in my room full of clothes in it. But I'm back in A. I'm at the crib. Can't be happier to be here. I'm only here for like 20 something hours. I'm going home. As I told y'all, my uncle having his 50th birthday party. So I'm going home for that. And I'm off until the 1st. So I'm not going back to New York until the 1st. But yeah, I'm hungry. Everything in this crib is either frozen or it just ain't there. So, you know what we gonna eat? Well, you know what I'm gonna eat. Bam. But we're gonna go to the chambers because we got some stuff to talk about. I know I'm back in Atlanta, but they don't change. We got business to talk about. There's some shit going on. These folks been out here wilding. But I'm back in A, man. Y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna make my noodles. When y'all cooking y'all noodles in the microwave, what y'all put y'all noodles on? Noodles should be on nothing less than 6 minutes. Now the cup noodles, shit a little different. My nose ass neighbor was the first person. I just knew this nigga. It's like this nigga be knowing when I'm about to come. Like, he just outside with the dog. Hey, like. And that's where I've been and none of your business. Somebody's, just know, this bitch always secured. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna motherfucker say. If I'm gonna school y'all on how to make the noodles, it's only right that I show you the secret ingredients. Now, I ain't been at the crib, so I don't have all my seasoning. I'm not putting my box, so I got a box of seasoning. It's trying to get it. You know, I was line this shit up in picture. I'm not doing it. But usually, the choice seasonings are lemon pepper, what we're gonna use, garlic pepper. Tony sassarin, but I'm out, so I'm gonna use the Cajun seasoning. It's gonna be the same. Garlic powder. If you're not putting garlic powder in all your food, something wrong. Hot sauce. And a little bit of Old Bay if you're feeling jazzy. Y'all wanna know some crazy shit? I went to the store in New York to like get seasonings, right? The off-brand seasoning, like this is considered. The off-brand seasonings, this is considered off-brand because it's not like, you know, no McCormick and nothing like that, which it don't matter, it all tastes the same. A bottle like this in New York is like $3.98. This is $1 in Kroger. That's why I'm like, I'm about to ship my shit from down here or something because paying that for seasonings, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. What kind of wacky ass shit is going on? Like, I don't get it. It's like Attack, Nicki. It's like the labels. It's like y'all fall for dumb shit, but we gonna chat. Sauce these noodles up. Had a good flight to Atlanta, no problems. Because I did fly American. You know, of course, I had the connection in Charlotte, which one bad? The flight to Atlanta, I don't know if it was because of the time of day that I took it, but the flight here was only like 100 and something people. Like, it wasn't a full flight. Then it was a 30-minute flight. Like, I don't know what the captain was on. He was like, it's a shorter flight than usual. It was a 30-minute flight. So I really didn't notice the connection of me having to connect in Charlotte. But I hate Charlotte Airport because it's always delayed. It's always something. I just thank God it went smooth, but I'm out of here in the morning, so I need another smooth day. I gotta go to Dallas, then to New Orleans, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But I had first class, so hopefully I get first class tomorrow. I'm gonna eat my noodles first, and I'll meet y'all in the chambers. It's been a minute since we've been back in the chambers. But as I told y'all, we back. We're gonna get straight to the business. It's just been a lot that's been going on. And this first thing that I want to talk about, I usually don't speak on because I don't like talking about family dynamics because like I always say, you know, by the time we see it, the family may be in a different place or at the end of the day, they're family. So that's on them to work it out. But with this particular situation, I think we've been seeing it just unravel through social media from all of the tweets and comments from fans and feedback from the episodes. Some of the cast members having their own after shows and other cast members sitting out tweets and stuff. So without further ado, man, I'm just talking about the latest season here of the Braxtons. I don't know if you guys have been watching. I haven't been following along every week, but I have caught the clips that come down social media and I have took the time out to watch. I think it's like the first 2 episodes I want to say I've seen. Maybe first 2 or 3 I saw. But I just want to say something and make note of something of how social media has an impact on a lot of reality TV shows and plays a big part in who comes back. Plays like just a role in how dynamics go on shows, and it's the root of all people's issues sometimes as well as social media because of how people on social media take something or perceive something and feel like, you know, somebody else should, you know, honor that. So with that being said, with the Braxtons, it's like all of these years prior, the show villain has been Tamar. Now that this latest season has came out, and I don't know if it's because of it. I'm not even gonna say I don't know if it's because. What it seems like to me is new fans come along, and you guys try to pick something and run with it. I think with this particular family, we have been let in so much, and we've seen so much. It's kind of like the Kardashians. They pretty much let us see the dynamics of each sister. We kind of saw who was what, who did what, and who was this villain that y'all trying to say. And I could just be honest with you. I think Tamar was always pointed out to be the loud, obnoxious, abrupt, say whatever it is, you know, don't really care about other people's feelings, but it's the first to be affected if someone said something about her. But that's a Pisces at the end of the day, and Tamar is a Pisces. Yo, I look tired. What's going on? Bless me. But Tamar is a Pisces, so there it is. But I think for you guys to be coming out at Tawanda and saying Tawanda is and saying Tawanda is this new so-called villain, it's kind of, I just had like a crazy sneeze fest. I had to stop. So I think the last thing I was saying is like y'all picking out Tawanda now to be this villain. I don't really understand how Tawanda gained that. I think you guys are now seeing just how she how she paid Tamar how she just pays Tamar no attention. And I think Tamar has had a track record with not just Tawanda, all of her sisters, where she's got to a point where she's pissed them off, said things that, you know, is very disrespectful. I think what we all forget is, yes, it's blood, but at the end of the day, we're grown adults and we can choose and decide who we want to interact and have a relationship with. Just because we grew up under the same household, this comes with siblings, family members, all of the above. Just because we grew up in the same household don't mean anything once we're grown adults. We all have separate likes, dislikes, things that we do, or, you know, how we operate. Like the same way I wake up is not gonna be the same way you wake up, just because we grew up in a house for so many years and was on this type of schedule and had to do these things. I feel like once you get to a certain point in your life, you know, you have to grow up, and in doing that, it's people that's not gonna fail on your path or journey. And I'm not saying this is the case with the Braxtons. It could just be something that's going on this season, which is why I don't like talking about it. But because it's been such an ongoing conversation, I felt like I needed to give a little insight on it too. So, you know, comes to Tawanda. Tawanda just has probably had enough of the disrespect, you know, whatever she may feel. I'm not here to speak for her, but I'm just saying to be not creating her the show villain, and then y'all saying stuff about Miss E, saying Miss E is the real actual villain, and this, that, and the third. Yo, these are grown ass women. They're like 40 plus, all of them. None of them are under 40. All of them are 40 plus. Well, what is Miss E supposed to do? We need to be thinking. Well, not, but they should be thinking, God, their mom is still here. So for y'all to be sitting up there talking about, oh, Miss E is the root of all evil, da, 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 da. It just seems like a bunch of new fans that are coming along this season and seeing stuff. And people would be so quick to forget, you know, what happened in prior seasons. But I like people on TikTok. People on TikTok be sharing those memories. And a lot of people have been saying that, you know, the footage of Tracy shouldn't have been showed. Just a lot of stuff. I just feel like with the Braxtons, they're just trying to get to a comfortable place. I think that they're all still mourning the loss of their sister. And I just think that we also have to remember that they all have separate lives. And the dynamics are just not always going to be there. And then sometimes you got to remember stuff is for TV. Like Tamar was sitting on the couch and was like, oh, this is TV here. So we never know what's going on behind the scenes. But I don't really like talking about family dynamics. But I just want to say we're not going to point out Tawanda, because Tawanda's always been, I feel like, that median person. Even though Tracy kind of ripped to a new one on the last season. Rest in peace, Tracy. But I think Tawanda has always been that middle person. And that's the one that I've always felt like was the most. So wait, as I'm editing it, I had a realization that I forgot to mention. So we talk about Tawanda. She going viral for, she was in a car with her 2 kids, her son and her daughter. And she was telling us she was going to see Scratchy, which is Kevin Jr.'s, Tracy's son. And her son like, who's Scratchy? She's like, oh, I've been calling him that since birth. And a lot of people like, Tawanda is like doing stuff for the show. And they're just coming to, you know, the defense now of Tracy, how Tracy have always stated that she didn't feel like she had the support of her sisters. So I just hope that in this part of life, I know that we all put opinions, but that's a real family going through real things. I just hope at this point in life, she's putting him as a priority, which it seems, or it could be for TV. What y'all think? Now back to the video. Relatable outside of Tracy. You know what I'm saying? Like, though, if you see on the street, you will feel like, okay, this is a very relatable woman. She's beautiful. Tawanda's beautiful to me. I'm still trying to dig the new look, but Tawanda's beautiful to me. Yeah, man, I just feel like, you know, and just let stuff play out. Just let stuff play out, because Tamar has had a track record of being the victim for so many years, and not just only on the Braxton show, like even with situations like with Candy, the whole thing with Time, like just multiple situations that we have seen in the public eye. Tamar has always been the victim and never take accountability for anything that goes on that Tamar is involved in. So for us to now try to ridicule another sister and then pick up the other one that y'all been dragging for so long, it's kind of like, it's just a choose me. But that's enough on the Braxtons. I just want to say tune in, support them. I feel like they're in a weird place right now. Hopefully the new season, or as the season go on, you know, it's not as dark. Because I'm just be honest with you, it seemed very dark. These first couple episodes have been very dark. It's not really nothing entertaining about it. It's just very dark. And I understand that they have a loss. They took a loss, so they're talking about that. But it just seems like they're in a very different place. And I just think if they were coming back to WeTV and, you know, Tim was like, oh, WeTV gave me all of my things. They paid me this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. I think that they should have came back on a different tip. And I think that before the show even came out, she was putting out negativity. You see how I said I was going to be done? I think that even before the show came out, she was putting out negativity like, oh, I'm just a friend of this, that, and the third. But she was, on the other hand, yelling about how WeTV gave you all of your things, so that's why you went back. But then as it got closer to the show, the premiere, you know, you started saying, oh, I'm a friend of the show. It's like you started dissing the show, and then I haven't seen you on any promotion, any promotional interviews or anything promoting the show with your sisters. Now, Tony has not been on anything either, but from my understanding, Tony is still doing a residency in Vegas with Cedric the Entertainer. So what is your excuse, Tamar? You on Twitter talking about your family is toxic and all these things. It's just like, before we try to put the box on Tawanda, keep an eye on y'all fave, Tamar. Because this plan that I'm still young and I'm still learning this, that, and the third, she gotta grow up. she got to grow up at some point, because you're not getting any younger. You're only getting older. And it was just like when the show first came on, we would have thought Tamar was like 18 years old, and the rest of the Braxtons was in their 20s. Just the way that just the way the dynamics was and how everything was portrayed. So yeah, that's that on that. Now, in other news, some good news. Wendy Williams was seen in Jersey with her son Kevin. Shout out to Kev. His birthday is today. Top floor Kev. Shout out to him. Today's his birthday. Y'all already know I bigged him up many a times because I commend him on what he's doing for his mom. You know, caring for her. It's not an easy job, and I'm speaking from experience. It's not an easy job at all. So I just want to say shout out to Kevin. They've been his age. I think we're like a year apart. He's like a year younger than me. So I know how that can feel when you're trying to develop and, you know, grow into the man that you're supposed to be. But shout out to Kevin for standing in there and feeling for his mom. Now, I don't really know, as you can tell from the picture, there's no videos or nothing like that, which I like. I ain't want nobody in there recording her or, you know, catching her saying anything or whatever the case is. That we don't need nothing putting her in a negative light. She looks healthy. We can agree on that. Of course, she got her moon boots, and a lot of people in the comments, oh, she got a moon boots in the summertime. She has lymphedema. But from the looks of it, it looks like her feet may not be as swollen. I don't want to get too much into that. I just want to say I'm so glad to see Wendy Williams, because I know her best friend went on CNN and was saying she wanted proof of life. I don't know the circumstances. Kempire, shout out to Kempire, said that an exclusive source said that they are able to go see her, call her, contact her, and they know where she's located. And with them being in Jersey, and I failed to mention they were at Dr. Seby's son store. So if you know anything about Dr. Sebi, do you know what he's all about? So hopefully she's trying some holistic things to help her heal. And also, I know a lot of people keep saying she was diagnosed with dementia, but I'm still going with what the family say. I'm not listening to anything that any representation or management putting out, because at the end of the day, I think that last season that Wendy was on, she was going through a lot of health stuff, but she was also telling us underlying stuff, letting us know how much involved this show is in her life. And even those videos that's on that Instagram that they created, I know this woman is not batshit crazy. So hopefully, you know, as her son said, it was alcohol-induced dementia. Hopefully, you know, she have put down the liquor, and, you know, it could be something that can be reversed. I know Google will tell you, and reports will say that it can be reversed if it's alcohol-induced, just by doing the proper treatments and everything like that. And, you know, let's just hope one day, no time soon, one day we can hear something from Wendy or get some type of real life update from the horse's mouth, and not nothing like the doc where it was like, you know, she was in and out of coherentness and everything like that. Even though I feel like it gave us an insight and it cracked the case on the whole guardianship situation, it brought awareness to it. So I'm just glad that happened. But hopefully one day very soon, you know, we can hear something from Miss Wendy. Sending love to you, Wendy. You know, I look at you and hold you to a standard, because if it wasn't for women like you in this game, you know, it wouldn't be other females. First and foremost, you and Miss Jones. Shout out, say that. And, you know, shout out to Angela Martinez. Everybody else that came up in the 90s. Y'all put the footprint in for all of these other female on their personalities, and you also opened the door for so many males and gave us a way of how to report. Like Charlemagne, you know, he don't really, you know, he still did a donkey report, but the way that Charlemagne used to report was very heavily Wendy influenced, and the way I kind of do stuff, it's kind of like influenced off of that. So, you know, hope to see you soon, Wendy. But moving right along, Nicki Minaj has officially announced Gag City. Nicki Minaj has finally announced Gag City Deluxe is coming September 13th. Gag City Deluxe, September 13th. Sorry, Nicki. Gag City Deluxe coming September 13th. We don't know how many songs. I think it's going to be somewhere in between 7 and 10. We know like 2 songs is gonna be on there, a couple other ones that she's been hinting at some feature artists. So we know, man, she's gearing up for leg 2, which starts in another week or so. I don't know the exact date, but I know I will be at the show on 10/11 in Queens. I'm also planning to go to the Miami show, but we'll see how that works out. But I'm definitely going to be at Queens in New York City, October the 11th, the day after my birthday. But yeah, man, so Nicki's finna drop. Barbs, get ready to stream, get ready to buy. Barbs, get ready to stream, get ready to buy. Listen, don't play. Get your shit ready. But, as this is gearing up for Nicki to drop, of course, the antics start. Of course, Nicki's getting ready to go on tour, so the antics are coming. They put out Kenneth Petty, freaking, I don't know, confessional tape, interrogational tape, whatever you want to call it, from 1994. Half of y'all weren't even born yet. The 30-year-old T so stale. Kylie kicked you out and made you stumble to the car. A lot of people are saying that this Rock Nation's doing, allegedly. And I just don't understand. Every time she get ready to do something, it's the same antics. And it has been this way since right before Queen dropped, when the hate train and all of that started around 2016, 2017. It has been the same antics. Somebody put something out, whether it's regarding her. The last couple times it's been about her husband. It was is it Sabrina? It don't even matter what her name is. The alleged, victim in the case. First it was putting her out there, and then she came back and said that she was told to say that, and then it was, it's put this out. It's antics every time Nicki get the drop. And I just want to say, I'm not here to fight the public. I'm not here to fight the media or what anybody else has got to say. But I'm fucking with Nicki, and I'm looking at she's telling y'all that she gonna stand beside Kenneth Petty. That's her husband. And that's what I think y'all motherfuckers fail to realize. This shit be social media games. This is not fucking play. This is real life. That's her husband. That's who she's at home with. That's who she had a child with, and that's who she's married to. So at some point, stay in your fucking place. Putting out people's personal business and whoever's behind that, when shit started to unravel about you, y'all motherfuckers gonna need to take cover, because I already know that it's gonna be some shit soon. Because it's too much antics every time she get ready to drop. It's always something. Just like the situation with the VMAs. You can't tell me, all this is alleged news on Gotti Station, but you can't force me to believe that somebody's trying. This is all part of a dethroned scheme. This is all part of a, let's get Nicki out of here. What can we do so that she can stop selling as much as she's selling? Because we're putting out these female artists and they're making us go bankrupt. We're not getting any profits. They're going on tour. They're dropping albums, but the fans aren't fanning. The asses. One time they said, we put the asses in the seats. The ass to seat ratio, it's not matching up. So, something got to give. I feel like it's like now an agenda again, but it's never going to work because she has real fans. Fuck the media. She have shown that she don't need radio play. She don't need to do interviews. She pretty much running her own empire. That Gag City movie, like all of that station y'all like to say, that's her secret society. She's actually on now. I'm on here doing this. That's the only reason I'm not on. But I feel like, Nicki is fucking replaceable. Like, it's going to be hard to do. And it just goes to show that the shit with the VMAs was another tactic. She's hosted it 2 years in a row. She came on, her opening line was, VMAs, had calls. We talked about this in the last video, but I'm just going to recap it once again. VMAs got calls, not knowing what I was going to say. Then, like I said, Pedro put out the information, and she kind of pretty much seconded by saying she's not going to be there. Then, boom, Megan Thee Stallion's the host. Not taking, Megan, whatever. But she should not be getting or on the level of getting stuff that Nicki Minaj is getting, and that's that on that. So, Barbs, get ready. 9/13, September 13th, Gag City Deluxe. Why I say Gag City Deluxe? Pink Friday 2 Deluxe tape. I think I said Gag City at the beginning too, but y'all know it's Gag City. That's a tour that's starting as well. Just get ready. We're gonna stream. We gotta stay out of the negative shit. I think y'all did a good job when y'all created the whole blackout movement. Blackout these stupid ass tweets and all this other shit, and just stop engaging. Just get ready to stream. That's all we need to do. We need to show up and stream. And that's pretty much all I got for this vlog, man. I just had to get a couple things off my chest. I'm back in the A. I'll give y'all like a vlog tonight. I'm probably go out with a couple friends, so y'all kind of get a little vibe of me and this guy in the city a little bit if I decide to go out. And if I do something, I might not even do nothing crazy. I don't know. We'll see. But I can't end this vlog without shouting out the lovely ladies of Escape. You know, Escape Vinyls. You see it. I ain't even got to pick it up. You see it. They just finished up their tour with, you know, another legendary group, SWV, alongside 702, Total, Maya. And I just want to say shout out to those women for putting on an awesome show and just holding the 90s down. There's been a lot of hate going on for Escape behind the scenes. And I just want to say live singing, not singing over a track every night for 15, 20 plus shows. You're going to have off moments. And there's going to be times when you may not hit that note. But I just want to say shout out to these women for still being able to tour, still being able to sell out, still being able to put ass to seats, you know, and just entertain us. And it's certain people that appreciate that era of music, and we're going to continue to rock for them. Social media is another part that y'all play a lot, but at the end of the day, real people still show up and support real motherfuckers and real music. So that's all I got to say on that, man. Yeah, so y'all already know what we're doing to the next video. Smash that bell button. Tell a friend, tell a brother, tell a sister, tell a mother, tell a cousin, tell a auntie. Tune into your boy Gotti each and every day right here on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, man. Until the next video, till the next vlog. We might get a 2-in-1 today. Hoping for a 2-in-1 today. I'm back in the A. I'm back in the chambers. I might even come back here. Just depends on how the night go. But until then, y'all already know Gotti is out.